So we have started the chapter limits, right? So today the topic is questions related to the type when we will be having limit x is tending to a x raised to power n minus a raised to power n upon x minus a. Then we can use this as a formula that limit of this type of function will be equal to n into a raised to power n minus 1. Like, for example, we are having limit x is tending to 1, x raised to power 15 minus 1 upon x raised to power 10 minus 1. If we compare this with this formula, so we are having x raised to power n, x raised to power 15 minus a raised to power n, I can write 1 raised to power 15. Upon denominator, I want x minus a. That means I should have x minus 1 in the denominator. That I'm not having that right now. Okay. So what I can do to make that? So we will be solving it. This we can write it as is equals to limit x is tending to 1, x raised to power 15 minus 1 upon x minus 1 into x minus 1 upon x raised to power 10 minus 1. What I have done, I have multiplied it with x minus 1 and I have divided it with x minus 1. So mathematically it doesn't make any difference if we are multiplying and dividing a number, right? So mathematically these two terms are equal, but actually we have multiplied it with x minus 1 and divided it with x minus 1. We have done this to make this formula, right? So that we could be able to apply this direct result. So in the next step, we can write it as limit x is tending to 1, x raised to power 15 minus 1 raised to power 15 upon x minus 1 into, I'm applying limit over here also, limit x is tending to 1, right? This is 1 upon x raised to power 10 minus 1 over x minus 1. If I am having x minus 1 in the numerator, I can write it in the denominator or denominator of the denominator, because it is again the term which comes in numerator, right? So I can write this way. By writing this way, I'll be able to apply this formula, right? Now comparing limit x is tending to a, we are having limit x is tending to 1, x raised to power 15 minus a raised to power 15 upon x minus a. I am having x raised to power 15 minus 1 raised to power 15 upon x minus 1. So it will be n. What is n here? It is 15. A is 1. 1 power n minus 1 means 15 minus 1 into. The same way we will be having 1 upon. We will apply the formula in the denominator term. What is n? It is 10. N is 10. A is 1. Power n minus 1 means 10 minus 1. So it will be 15. 1 into 1 raised to power 14, 1 raised to power any term, right? It will return you 1 into 1 upon 10. So it will be 15 upon 10. You can divide it with 5. 5 threes are 15 and 5 twos are 10. So 3 by 2 will be the answer, right? So the next is how to evaluate the term if we are having expression in the form limit x is tending to a, x raised to power n minus a raised to power n upon x minus a. You have to keep the direct formula in your mind that it is equals to n into a raised to power n minus 1. So when you will be having question of this related concept, how you will solve, you are having limit x is tending to 1, x raised to power 15 minus 1 upon x raised to power 10 minus 1. So you will recall this formula. You can apply it if you are having in the denominator x minus 1. So what you are doing? You are multiplying and dividing it with x minus 1. So you are rewriting this first term x raised to power 15 to 1. You can write 1 raised to power 15 upon x minus 1. Take limit on the second term also, limit x is tending to 1. This x minus 1 you can write in the denominator of the denominator, because in the this is again the term in the numerator. So limit x is tending to 1, 1 upon x raised to power 10 minus 1 raised to power 10 over x raised to power 10. So that we could easily apply this concept here. So now it is comparing it with the formula. N is replaced by 15. So we are writing n 15. A is 1, 1. N raised to power n minus 1. So it is power 15 minus 1 into 1 upon. Now apply formula here. So it is n is replaced by 10. A 1 into power 10 minus 1, which will be on solving 15 by 10, which is equals to 3 by 2 as your answer. Clear? Right? So this way we will be solving the questions related to this concept. Same way we are having limit x is tending to 0, root 1 plus x minus 1 upon x. Again we will apply the same concept, but how? So this we can write as limit x is tending to 0, 1 plus x raised to power 1 by 2 minus 1 upon x. So if you will compare it with the formula, limit x is tending to a, x raised to power n minus a raised to power n upon x minus a is equals to n a raised to power n minus 1. Right? If you will compare it with this formula, so x raised to power n, it is 1 plus x raised to power n means 1 by 2. To 1 you can write 1 by 2, and here it is x minus a, you are having x. So can you make it in the form of this formula, right? Is there any way? So we will just try. So put 1 plus x is equals to y. We will put 1 plus x is equals to y, which implies x is equals to y minus 1. Right? X is equals to y minus 1. Also, if we are changing x to y, right, the limit x will also change to limit y. What will be the value of y when x is 0? When x is equals to 0, then 1 plus 0 is equals to y, which implies y is equals to 1. So now we are changing the whole term to y. So we are having is equals to 1 plus x. I am writing y power 1 by 2 minus 1 power 1 by 2 as it is. X is replaced by y minus 1, and limit is replaced by limit y is tending to 1. So what we are doing, in order to make this statement in this term x raised to power n minus a raised to power n upon x minus a, so that we could directly apply the formula, it is equals to n raised to power n into a raised to power n minus 1. We are putting x 1 plus x is equals to y. So the very first step, we will put 1 plus x is equals to y. So if 1 plus x is equals to y, what x will be? X is equals to y minus 1. We get 1 plus x, we get x in terms of y. But what about this limit? If we will change x to y, this limit will also change. Here x is approaching to 0. That means we are taking x is very near to 0, x is equals to 0. So when x will equals to 0, put this value over here. 1 plus x will become 1 plus 0. So 1 plus 0 is equals to y, which means y is equals to 1. That means when x is tending to 0, y will be tending to 1. And this 1 plus x, we can write y raised to power 1 by 2 minus 1 raised to power 1 by 2 as it is upon x. X is y is equal y minus 1. Now compare this with the formula. Limit x is tending to a, x minus a, limit y is tending to 1, y minus 1. Then x raised to power n minus a raised to power n, y raised to power 1 by 2 minus 1 raised to power 1 by 2 is equals to n. What is the value of n? 1 by 2 into a. What is the value of a? 1 power n minus 1 means 1 by 2 minus 1, right? So which will return 1 by 2 as the answer, right? So because 1 by 2 power minus 1 will be root of 1, which will be again returning you 1. So it is 1 by 2, right? So all the questions are based in this exercise are based upon this formula only. So how you have to simplify? You have to make it in the form of this formula, that x raised to power n minus a raised to power n upon x minus a is equals to n a raised to power n minus 1. Then you can directly apply it, right? So the next questions are, in the next questions, you will be applying these concepts. You have to keep in mind that limit x is tending to 0, sin x upon x, wherever this concept will be, limit x is tending to 0, sin x upon x, its value will be equal to 1. You have to keep in mind these formulas. And limit x is tending to 0, 1 minus cos x upon x is equals to 0. And limit x is tending to 0, cos x is equals to 1. We will be having different questions. We will use this concept there, right? Now suppose we are having the question, limit x is tending to 0, sin 4x upon sin 2x. So how to solve this? Limit x is tending to 0. We know that limit x is tending to 0, sin x upon x is 0. So what I will be doing, sin 4x, I will multiply with 4x, I will divide with 4x, right? And I am having in the denominator sin 2x. I will multiply it with 2x and I will divide it with 2x, right? Mathematically, it will make no difference when we are multiplying and dividing with the same number. So I am having limit x is tending to 0, sin 4x. I have divided it with 4x and I have multiplied with 4x. I am having sin 2x in the denominator. I have divided it with 2x and I have multiplied it with 2x. Just to make it in the form sin x upon x, because I know sin x upon x, limit x is tending to 0 is equals to 1. So now I'll write limit x is tending to 0, sin 4x upon 4x into, I'll write it as limit x is tending to 0, 2x upon sin 2x into this 4x upon 2x, right? This 4x term and 2x term. All the terms I have rearranged. First term sin x upon 4x, then the third term limit, I have applied limit x is tending to 0, 2x upon sin x, then the second term 4x I have written, then this last term 2x I have written in the denominator. Now I know sin this angle upon x is an angle, it is an angle and the same angle is in the denominator and limit of that angle is tending to 0, then this value is equals to 1. Then I'll apply this formula directly. It is equals to sin 4x upon 4x. If x is tending to 0, that means 4x will also tending to 0, right? So we need not to show it. It is just for your concept that limit x is tending to 0, sin 4x upon 4x will be equal to 1. Same way, limit x is tending to 0. This, okay, I'll write one more step. It can be written as limit 1 upon sin 2x upon 2x. Again, I can write this as Sine 2x, this term in the numerator I can write in the denominator of the denominator, and it is x is cancelled with x, 2 is cancelled with 4, it will return you 4. So that it will be 1 into 1 upon, this entire term will be 1 into 2 is equals to 2 as the answer. But you need to mention the formula why it is so. It is 1 because limit x is tending to 0, sin x upon x is equals to 1. I have not mentioned because lack of space, but you need to mention the formula also. Wherever you are applying any formula, you need to mention it. Okay, so that if anyhow the question is wrong, okay, you will get the marks for the formula at least. So you have to mention the formulas in between wherever required. So our question is, limit x is tending to 0, sine 4x upon sine 2x. So limit x is tending to 0. We are dividing it with 4x, sine 4x as it is. We are dividing it with 4x. We are multiplying it with 4x. Because we want to make it in the form sine x upon x. Into we are having sine 2x in the denominator. We are multiplying it with 2x and we are dividing it with 2x. Now we have rearranged the terms. Limit x is tending to 0, sine 4x upon 4x into limit x is tending to 0, 2x upon sine 2x into this 4x upon 2x. X get cancelled with x and this 2 will cancelled with 4. It will return you 2. Sine 4x upon 4x, limit x is tending to 0 will return you 1. This you can rearrange further. 1 upon sine 2x upon this 2x you can take in the denominator. So that by applying formula, this term will also return you 1. 4 upon 2 return you 2. So that the final answer for this question is 2. This will be the final answer. Right? Next. Tangent x upon x. This we will, okay, this we can do now. Limit x is tending to 0. Tangent x, I can write sin x upon cos x. This x in the denominator, I am writing 1 upon x, right? To tangent x, I am writing sin x upon cos x. This x in the denominator, I am writing 1 upon x. Now, what comes in your mind? That we can rearrange. This I can write sin x upon x. This sin x upon x, right? This x I have taken in the denominator with sin x into 1 upon cos x. This cos x as it is, which can be written as limit x is tending to 0, sin x upon x into limit x is tending to 0, 1 upon cos x. Right? Now, sin x upon x, limit x is tending to 0, we know that 1. Also limit x is tending to 0, you can also write cos 0. And otherwise we also know by the formula that limit x is tending to 0, cos x is equals to 1. Right? You can apply this formula also, or you can apply the direct limit also. Limit x is tending to cos x means cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. So it will be 1 into 1 is equals to 1 as the answer. Right? And you will mention the reason also, because limit x is tending to 0. Sin x upon x is equals to 1. Right? So this is the way you will solve. Limit x is tending to 0, tangent x upon x. So it will be limit x is tending to 0. To tangent x, you can write sin x upon cos x into 1 by x as it is. Now, limit x is tending to 0. You are just rearranging the terms because you know the formulas. Sin x upon x on one side and 1 upon cos x on other side. So limit x is tending to 0, sin x upon x into limit x is tending to 0, 1 upon cos x. Sin upon x will return you 1, and 1 upon cos x you can simplify, or you can directly write the formula. It is cos 0, which is 1. So 1 into 1, 1 is the answer. Right? Next, we have exercise 13.1. So all the questions are related to the same concepts we have done in the classes, like this sin ax upon bx, right? This sin ax upon sin bx. These are questions. These are the questions related to x raised to power n minus a raised to power n, right? And almost all the questions you have to try it yourself. And any difficulty we will discuss tomorrow. Okay. Any problem, any doubts, you send me on WhatsApp, right? So
Okay, ma'am.
that I will see to that, and then later on we can discuss in the class. Tomorrow we will discuss the doubts of mathematical induction. Some students sent me a few doubts of the chapter, and we will discuss that tomorrow. And by day after
Okay, ma'am.
tomorrow, you have to complete this exercise 13.1 so that we could discuss its doubts also. Are you doing?
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, एक
Yes.